Hello and welcome back to my 6th episode of my Minecraft Let's Play series. So in the last episode, we built a brand new farmhouse and we expanded our lovely area and imported some villagers. Now in this episode, I'd like to get our whole farm area finished, and that means I want to build a windmill and some final flower fields. Now as you can see, we've been very busy in between episodes as we've terraformed this whole area and kind of prepped where we're going to build. And we've also, as you can see, we've built a big river and planned where our bridges are going to go. So the plan is, we're going to wrap our path around, we're going to build a nice windmill up here, we're going to have some more fields, a few flowers. First of all, I'm just going to go and harvest some pumpkins and claim some more emeralds, as I've been leveling them up off camera. So as you can see, they've all grown, and we should get one stack from this whole run, assuming I actually pick them all up. Look at that. Well, I know it works pretty much, so we'll just quickly trade all this away. And as you can see, we've been very busy. Now, in terms of moving straight to productivity, I'm thinking I'd like to put my windmill on the top of this hill, probably up like here, kind of overlooking what we've got of our farm. And can I just say, this is looking so good at the moment. So I think we're just going to dive right into it, and we're going to get this path wrapping round up to the main hill. Problem is, however, I forgot how painful it was, and how I've just scattered all my items around randomly. Bit of a nightmare. I think we might... Oh my gosh. An Enderman's placed a grass block inside the chicken coop. No. Oh my gosh. What? How's that even possible? Out of everywhere. Man. What? Right, if I... Come on. How many chickens... I don't even know how many chickens I had. They're everywhere. Come on, follow me. What an absolute pain. Come on. That's crazy. Anyways, as I was saying, let me find my path loot. There we go, I found most of it. Right, we've got all our materials, and I think you guys know the drill by now, because you're probably getting as bored as I am at building fields and paths, but it's got to be done. I'm actually just going to grab some slabs quickly before I get to building. Got planks, so I just need to convert them. Is that Enderman? Oh, it is as well. Let's get rid of him now. I hate you! Right, so we want to be curving this path up and around, up until we get to about here. I think that's fairly doable. So we'll just keep bringing this path up. There we go, we're almost there, we're almost at the top. We know the drill by now. We put our slabs on, we convert it to mud, we do the coarse dirt, blah, blah, blah. Right, so that's the mud, and that's the coarse dirt. And I've also just made a little area here where I can build the windmill. So I am just going to use the basic resources, like what I've got going on, like my wood, my oak, my sandstone. However, I need some sort of block for the actual windmill itself, or the sails. I'm thinking a bit of diorite, and then I'm actually thinking I'm going to get some quartz. So we're going to dive into the nether, and actually I'm going to get some bone blocks as well, because that'd be a nice kind of in-between block through sandstone and quartz. I shouldn't need too much because the sails aren't going to be too big, but this will be handy either way in the future. And I'm thinking when it comes to building our flower fields itself, we're going to need lots of bone meal for all the flowers, so it's handy to have. If only I had mending right now, that'd be very handy. Oh, there's loads down there. We're going to have to come in here at some point and get some netherite, which I'm not looking forward to at all. I'm being aerial bombarded here. Oh, I've just killed him with a pumpkin pie. 46, I think that's actually going to be enough. So, I never thought about this when jumping down the big hole. How to get back up. Right, let's go back and get them smelted. Whilst I leave them to smelt, I'm just going to prep my other resources for the windmill. Obviously, like the spruce, the mossy stone bricks, and it's going to be a pain because I need to scour every single chest. Right, I found most of it. I'm just going to grab a little bit of brown wool. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot I don't have any brown wool. Right, I'll borrow some red wool. Why is there some raw mutton in there? The sheep's alive? Who knows? Now, I've still got some cocoa beans in my chests from the very first episode when I found the jungle. So I think instead of using it all though, I could do with recycling a little bit of it and planting it somewhere. Yeah, I've got exactly a stack. I've got 47 jungle logs and a stack of cocoa beans. Do it just temporarily building just a little cocoa bean farm. I'm just going to build it right here because it's going to get removed anyway. There we go, so I'm going to leave them to grow. There we go. Plenty of smooth quartz, that'll be perfect for us. Before we get too distracted, let's go build this windmill. Now, would you look at that? I'd say we've done a pretty good job if I say so myself. Now obviously we've got those sandstone walls, but that's the closest we're going to get to vertical slabs, so we're going to have to suck it up. My only concern is, if we come inside, we don't really have that much space to work with. I didn't really think about this. So yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm actually going to do in here then. I'm just thinking though, let's start by making this lore accurate. Now, isn't that just perfect? The windmill powers the loom. Right, hold on. I've got some chains and some lanterns. What can I do with this? Now, this might just be the best interior I think I've ever built. I don't know what else we could possibly add. You know what? That build is now finished. That could be the best interior on this world yet. Right, now it's time for the dreaded task of the fields and the trees. And man, am I getting bored of doing that rubbish. I just want to build a big castle already. Let me go get my materials, wherever they are. And as much as I'd like to say I'm going to organise them in between episodes, I'm definitely not going to do that. Found a little bit of it. Right, we're going in the right direction. Bit more mossy cobblestone, which I've got in the chest, I know for a fact, by the windmill. Might keep hold of this gunpowder actually. Right, but before I want to do anything, I just want to grab a bit of coarse dirt, and I know for a fact I can make plenty of it because I've got all this dirt here and then all my gravel. There we go. So if I just make, let's see, how many can I make in fact? 8 stacks. I think that might be enough. So what I'm thinking is maybe a field around there, field there, miniature one here, about 2 here. I'd like at least 3 flower fields. I'd like another wheat field, and then we'll take it from there I think. Right, I know we've just got out of a time lapse, but who doesn't fancy another one, eh?
This is the song for you.
Right, I'd say this is looking pretty good. Now, yes, I know they're empty, so we're going to have to put something in these fields. And I'm thinking we're a few different flowers, so I think let's grab the rest of our bones, and we need to get a bunch of flowers. Now, I saw this trick online where if I bone meal a flower, supposedly I get more of it. Yes! There we go. So if I just keep on doing this with all my flowers, and I'm probably going to need some more bone meal. So let's use all this up. Right, I've got just under 2.5 stacks, which I don't think is going to fill a whole field. I mean, we can try. So I'll start by just placing them everywhere. And yeah, already I know for a fact we won't have enough. But this is going to look so good once it's finished. And we're already out. Yeah, that is looking awesome. And by the time we fill the rest of the fields with flowers, it's going to look great. So I'm going to go grab loads of bone meal. And then we're going to keep on flowering. Right, as you can see, I've got quite a bit more bone meal. So let's get this field finished. And I'm just going to do it bit by bit because I don't want to bone meal too much of one flower, because that would just be a waste. Right, that's one field done. And that is looking awesome. So now we've got the rest of the flowers to do. So we've got the darker pink one, and we've got the red one. So let's go get those sorted. There we go. Now would you look at that? That looks so good. It's giving me proper Netherlands vibes. So now the plan is to finish these fields, and then we can do our shrubbery, our design, our trees, all that boring stuff. And then we can finish our farm. So I'm definitely thinking for this field, I'd like another potato one. Don't think we've got any spare potatoes, do we? No, it's not looking good. I've got my lanterns and my brown mushrooms, but that's about it. So we're going to have to harvest it like last time, aren't we? I'm going to ask, that might be enough, actually. Just replant it all. Almost there. There we go. So we should have plenty to plant this farm. Oh yeah, easy. So let's get to placing potatoes. And there we go. Oh, I've missed one. Finished. So now we can slap all our, I say potato blocks, they're really not potato blocks. And to provide our lighting. There we go, so we've done our potato field. And we've got one brown potato block left. And I mean, that shouldn't be an issue because I'm hoping to never ever build a potato farm ever again. So now it's time for the final field of our farm. And for this one, I'd like to do wheat again. So the exact same as the potato one. I'm going to go harvest all my wheat separately. And then I'll reuse it. There we go. We've finished our final field. Which means it's not only the final field of this section, it's the final field of our farm. So once they've grown out, we're going to have an awesome looking area in which we just need to fill up with shrubbery, trees, and then our whole farm is finished. Right, I've got my shrubbery. So we're just going to do all the grass now surrounding the fields, and then we are almost there. So like usual, we'll start with like our bushes, nothing too fancy. It's just all about making this place look alive, and there's never a specific way. I better deal with this. There we go. As I was saying. Yes, it's all about making this place look alive. And that's just simply by planting some trees, some bushes. You get the point by now. You've seen me do it enough times. There we go. So we've got a few bushes here and there. And then, like we normally do. There we go. So we've got a few bushes surrounding our fields. So now we can just chuck on all of our grass, our ferns. And I'm actually sick of Enderman coming and robbing my blocks. What's he got this time? A flower. Since when could they even pick up flowers? What? He's not even holding it. Absolute moron. Come here. Yeah, have that. Right, where was I? Let's get this grass on. There we go. So we get in there. Just something like this. Looks a lot nicer. And then by the time we've surrounded this place in custom trees, this farm is going to be finished and it's going to look so good. So we'll just keep placing some grass. And I'm not doing it in any strict way. I'm just kind of spamming it. And I might need some more ferns, which shouldn't be a problem. There we go. I'm just going to place the odd bit around this side as well. Right, and now we're down to the riverbed. So in between episodes, you'll notice I did a bit more terrain around here. And as you can see, I'm not going to do it on this side, but I did a little path leading to what will be like another little wood bridge. And I just did some more leaves, some more grass, and I did a few rocks. Just so it looks like it was wearing away a little bit. So I think we're going to do the exact same on this side. We've got just enough to finish this riverbed. And we'll go grab, we've got loads of stone, which is good. And plenty of mossy cobblestone. See, there's absolutely loads in here. Question is, where is my mossy cobblestone? Found it. So I'm actually just going to take that crafting table with me. Just need to plan out where I want to put these rocks first. So let me make some stairs and slabs. Perfect. And we'll take a quick nap. Right, rocks wise. And then we'll have one here, like so. Maybe a little one here. A very little one there. There's no proper way I'm doing this, I'm just doing it randomly. There we go, so we've got some basic rocks now. I'm just going to go back in with our leaves and our grass and just spruce it all up. Apart from we're not sprucing it up, we're leaving it up. And I cannot wait to be done with this area because... There we go, so we've got leaves literally everywhere. And now if I just run along with my grass and just place it everywhere, we should be done. Right, there we go, I've chucked my grass on and we're done. Right, there's one more thing now that I want to do before I finish this area with custom trees. And that is this empty space behind these trees. So the idea is, I just want to plant all these saplings that I got from clearing the forest. And I just want to cover this whole space in trees. Just so it looks like the farm blends into a forest. And it's literally just as simple as placing saplings here, there and everywhere. There we go, as you can see, I managed to find a few more saplings. And I've covered the whole space now. And some of them have already started to grow, which is good. So eventually we can just blend off our farm area into a nice forest. I say nice, they're default trees, but you get the point. So now the final thing we need to build are the actual custom trees, which is arguably the most painful part. And resources wise, I think I'm looking quite slim. Because we're looking very slim on tree materials, we're going to need to go get some more. So let's go sort all that. I've just reached a forest far away and I've seen a brand new dog. I didn't even realise you could get dogs that look... Oh. As I was saying, I didn't even realise you could get dogs that look like that. I have got 7 bones from a skeleton I've just killed, so I'm wondering, can we tame it? Yes! We've got a dog! Yo! How can we feed you this mutton? Ah. Good boy. Let me know down below in the comments what we should call him. Anyways, back to the resource gathering. So I was just finishing mining my diorite, and look what I've come across. I found some tough bricks deep underground, which means one thing and one thing only. The new trial chambers. However, my inventory is already full of resources, so I think definitely somewhere we're going to have to revisit next episode. Now, who'd like to see me conquer this chamber? Right, but I think with our inventory being full, I'm and we've got most of it with a bit more back at base. I think we're going to head up back to the surface. Right, I'm going to dump all these stuff and then get my trees sorted. Change of plan, I'm going to make another chest. Actually, I'll steal that barrel. Right, I'll see you once I've built these trees. And there we have it. So we've got our trees wrapping the whole way round. I've done them slightly sparsely in some areas. As you can see, it comes the whole way round. And our forest at the back is starting to slowly grow. I know there's a bit of height variation, but that's no issue. As you can see from here, we've blended our farm into the forest. Oh, and another tree's just grown. As far as I'm aware, I think that's everything. I'm just going to go get some more pie. And then I think we can do like a little tour. You know what? I'm going to treat myself. Let's get some golden carrots. I'm extremely happy with what we've done in the last few episodes then. So that now concludes our second area of the world. So obviously we've got a whole starter hobbit area. And we come over the bridge and immediately greeted on our right is a nice little garden with some bees and an awesome barn full of all our animals. Sheeps. Or sorry, should I say sheep? Coming round, we've got bamboo, pumpkin patches, big wheat and carrot field. And then following the path along, we come to our beetroot farm. And our big willow tree, and by following the path it leads us up to our farmhouse, in which has our farmers, and then we can come back around, following the path, to our windmill which we built today. So I think in the next episode, we're going to take on that trials chamber, and I think we might build a nice little bridge design in a gatehouse. So yeah, I know it's been a shorter one, but I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of the farm, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.